Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to another segment of Hanging with the Boss Lady. I am your host, the Boss Lady herself, Cheryl Jones, aka that little old country girl. How are you doing? I know a lot of you are still rolling them bellies because of all of that Thanksgiving food from yesterday. Wasn't it glorious? I hope you all had a wonderful time. Well, I have a wonderful segment in store for you today, something that I'm sure you are going to want to hear. So get ready for Hanging with the Boss Lady. And now it's time for Hanging with the Boss Lady. I would like to inquire, how hard is it, in your opinion, to get a day off? Do you think it is necessary for you to get a day off? And if you do get a day off, do people honor your day off? Kind of thinking that makes you say, let's get into it. I am the type of person that loves to help. It's all I know. As far back as I can remember, I have always been that person that assists, that helps. In any kind of way I can, I'm always there. I was my mother's eldest daughter. So she depended on me to do many things. She taught me at a very young age how to do things around the house. And as I grew older, I just took on more and more responsibilities. I had responsibilities in the church as I was the youth leader, Sunday school teacher, and I developed into becoming the head of the youth department of Eastern Atlantic Diocese. And I also became the assistant to the pastor, who was my mom. And a lot of responsibility fell on me. I was always doing something. I was always busy. I was always working. And I did not take a day off. There was always a time. There was always work for me to do. Always. I was never idle. I was always busy. And I loved it. And it really developed my personality and my character to be someone that is always willing to help. I became the foster mom of 5 children, and I adopted 3 of them, and I have 4 biological children of my own because I'm always willing to help. I live with my youngest daughters, and I help raise their children, which are my grandchildren, because I am always willing, ready to help. I love it. I look for opportunities to help. It makes me feel like I'm doing something vital, something important, because I love the spirit that I have with it. I don't do it begrudgingly. I don't do it looking for compensation. I do it from my heart. And I have been doing it for so long until really that is all I know. I am always in service for someone. Now, don't get me wrong. I take care of me. I take care of the boss lady, but I just always love helping. And I have found that I don't take days off. And I'm wondering now, as I look back, how healthy was that? What about you, my friend? Are you the type of person that just gives tirelessly, is always available to others, so much so, almost to the point where you don't have enough or you don't take time for yourself? That is a loaded question. So, am I saying that my being able, willing to help others means I don't take time or have time for me? No, it does not mean that. But it does say something about me needing to take more days off. When I was on the workforce, I worked for the New York City Transit Authority, and I moved up in the ranks. I started out as a car cleaner, and I moved up to a conductor, and I moved up to and retired from the position of a tower operator. And on this job, very good job with union benefits, we worked 5 days a week with 2 days off. We had vacation time. We were giving lunch breaks, so we were not at the positions of our job for 8 straight hours with no break, 7 days a week. We were treated well because as you're working, you have to always be able to step away from your work in order for you to keep yourself going. Anything that you do constantly, you have to be able to step away from so that you can maintain your enthusiasm, maintain your drive, your motivation for that position. Know this: taking a break is you showing how much you love yourself, regardless of what it is, whether it's a job where you go away from home and you punch the clock for 10, 12 hours a day, whatever your position is, you always need to take a day off, to step away from it in order to rejuvenate, to revive yourself. There is a lot of danger that you can do to yourself if you don't take time away from being in service to others in order for you to do something for yourself. Let me give you some reasons why it's important to take a day off. You have to give your brain a break sometimes, regardless of whether it's spiritual, if you're in the church and you are an usher or a music minister or a pastor or any part of the clergy. Sometimes you have to get away from it. You can't stay at it 24 hours. You can't even stay at it 7 days a week, week after month after year without taking a break. Sometimes you say, you know what? I need a day. I need a day off so that I can just help me. It's so necessary. Another thing is you need a day off so that you can clear your mind. Let me tell you, there are a lot of positions, there are a lot of jobs, there are a lot of careers in this world where what we do is we interact with people, and people come in and they unburden themselves on you, and you help them to work through their situations, and all of this is put on you. And then sometimes, even without you knowing it or with not being intentional, it begins to weigh you down because you are constantly being bombarded with stuff from other people. And sometimes it could be just in-house. It could be just stuff that you're getting from your family members, where you are always the one that they go to just unburden themselves. Or it could be children, where you are constantly taking on all of the things that help make their day great. And after a while, you will find that you're like, I don't know why, I just feel so tired. You need a day off. And another thing is, the first one was give your brain a break. The second one was to clear your mind. The third one is to give your mind space to wander so that creativity can flow and inspiration can come from new sources. See, when you take a break or take a day off from all of the regular things you do, just go out for a walk or just go read a book. Whatever it is that you can do without intaking from someone, and you are just looking around you at nature and at life, or maybe just listening to music, or just listening to worship and praise, or you're just praying, or you're just reading the Bible, or reading a very motivational book, or something, just looking at a really good movie. You'll be surprised the new inspiration that can come to you. And then when you get back to work and you get back to your family, or you get back to whatever your daily regular routine is, you'll have a whole new outlook, and you'll be fresh, and you'll be like, okay, talk to me. What's going on? Have you ever found yourself in a position where you are the one that everyone comes to, and then you be like, oh, I just don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. And then you say, you know what? I need a minute. I need a minute. And you just got to get away. And you want to go someplace, and you just want to bang your head against the wall for a minute, and you're like, ugh. Okay, so sometimes you need to get away. You need to take a day off. A day off gives you time to process stuff and reevaluate previous actions and some of the things that you've experienced and said and done. Maybe someone came to you with a certain situation, or an issue happened in the family, or something happened in the church, and you didn't handle it quite right, and it's just really been bugging you. And then you say, you know what? I just need to stay away for a minute because I wasn't happy with the way I acted or I responded. I wasn't not satisfied with the way it turned out. And when you take your day off, you go back over your head and you think about it, and you be like, what I should have done was this, and that, instead of that, and this. But you will never come to that conclusion unless you take a day off. It is so important. Now, another reason why it's really important for you to, find the reason to just take a day off, make it happen, is because, first of all, you need to be sharp. You need to be ready. You need to be able to do to the best of your ability whatever it is that you do. And if you work constantly, never ever stopping to rejuvenate, revive, you're not sharp like you really want and need to be. So when you take a day off, you get to hone in on your intuition. You get to really listen deep and hear that guidance that comes from the inside. When you find that you get run down by not just stepping away and just, freshening and getting a restart, revamping, then you don't have fresh idea, fresh motivation, and you can't hear that inner voice telling you when it is time to go, when it is time to stop, to help to keep you on track and keep you sharp. Okay? And another thing is having a day off, it's just recharging. It just recharges. Okay? Let's just think about this when you go to sleep at night. When you wake up in the morning, you're all fresh, you start out, you stretch. Oh, I feel good. It's the beginning of the morning. A lot of us are coffee drinkers. Oh, I'm going to get me a cup of coffee and start my day. And some of us are tea drinkers. I just want a hot tea. And for whatever it is that you start your day, you go out and you're fresh and you're bright. And then you go. And then by noon, you're not as bright as you were 7 o'clock that morning, but you're still going. And you're ready. Okay, this is done, that's done. Okay, I already talked this, or whatever it is, whether it was in-house or out-house, whatever it is that you had to do. Now you're going at a little slower pace. And now here it is, it's 6 o'clock. And you're beginning to feel the weight of the day. And you say, whew, okay, I just want to sit down for a minute, get something to eat, and just rest, and then I'll finish tackling this, or I'll talk to this one, or I'll help with that, or I'll help them do this, or whatever. And now it's 9:30, and then it's 11 o'clock, and then it's 2 a.m., and then it's 5 in the morning, and you got to get up in 2 hours, and you have not rested. You've been going since 7 o'clock the previous day. And all your body wants to do is rest. And then you say, well, you know what? This came in. I know I need to rest. I'm so tired. But somebody has to take care of that. And if I don't do it, it just won't get done right. So you push past, and now you've been up for a straight 24 hours. And the day starts again. And everything about that day is starting. And it's looking to you to do your usual, coming to the rescue, assisting, helping, advising, teaching, pushing, motivating, encouraging, and you have to find energy from somewhere to keep going, because your body is like, excuse me, hello, you forgot about me. You're helping everybody else, but I did not get a chance to stretch out. I did not get a chance to get a breather. I'm tired and I need a break. So when you get to that position, after a while, you really can't really focus, and you can't think straight. And the advice that they need, which needs to be sharp and very concise, you can't deliver because you did not get away so that you could revive and rejuvenate and recharge and refuel and get so that you can have that clear perception. So you have to know when to say, I'm taking a day off. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you taking a day off. And as a matter of fact, there's a lot of things that can be happening to you if you don't take a day off. There's just a lot of negative things that will happen as a result of you not taking a day off. Okay, there's only 24 hours in a day. Okay, so if you are putting tons and tons of items on your plate, and you're not giving yourself time to just spread that out so that you have some today and then you'll do some tomorrow, you are really cutting off your foot. You really are crippling yourself, because there's only so much we are supposed to take in a time period that is healthy for sustaining ourselves. Of course, you want to help out. You are that type of person that you want to love and help and motivate and encourage and inspire others, but you have to take care of you first. And taking a day off takes care of you. All right? You have to understand that a machine has to be maintained properly if you want it to function properly. If you don't stop and put gas in your car, you can have the most beautiful car. Maybe it's brand spanking new, and it is beautiful and it is gorgeous and everyone admires it, and you just want to go around and just show it off. And you can start out and you just go and you get open road, and it's not winter, it's not super hot in the summer. It's a beautiful day and the air's blowing in your face and the music is on the radio, and you've been driving now for what, 8 hours, and you started out with a full tank of gas, and you've been driving for 8 hours, and then you find out that for some reason your foot is on the gas pedal, but the car is slowing down. What is wrong? You did not stop to refuel your car. Sadly, if you don't stop to refuel yourself, you will run out of gas just like that car. You have to learn how to say those magic words. Even though you are the one that everyone looks to, you can be the most dependable person. You can be the sweetest person. You really don't mind helping. You really want to help because it makes you feel fulfilled. You feel like this is your passion, this is your calling, this is your purpose, to be of assistance, to help others in the workforce, or help others in the church, or help others at home. Wherever it is that you find a place to put your hands, you want to do. Maybe it's even just at home, sitting in front of the computer with the earpiece in your ear, taking calls. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can be working from home and Zooming, whatever it is. There has to be a time where you will say, nope. Don't call me tomorrow because it's my day off. If you have a reaction to something that is so not like you, and it seems like it just came out of nowhere, and you sit and you be like, I don't even know where that came from. I didn't mean to say that. I just exploded. It just seemed like I just couldn't take it and I just exploded. You need a day off. Okay? If you're sitting down and you're just going, and all of a sudden it just aggravates you that you are finding that you're going to be needed, and every time I turn around they want me to do something, and that's really not all with your regular you need a day off. There are many signs that can show you that you need a day off, and you need to not ignore the signs. Okay? If sometimes you're feeling restless and so I just can't understand, everything is just, I just don't understand. You need to take a day off because you're not getting rested enough. It makes you feel rested. If you're awake all hours of the night and you just can't, seem to get sleep, and you're just feeling stressed and overwhelmed, you need a day off. Okay? If all of a sudden you start finding that you're eating different, I don't even know why, I'm not even hungry, and you get a change in your eating pattern, either that or I'm just starving. I just want something else to eat. I just want something. I don't really know what it is. Just give me something. You need a day off. You need a day off. If all of a sudden you find that you have no motivation, it's like, ugh, yeah, I know I got to do it. I just really don't want. I'm just not feeling it. You need a day off because now you're dragging yourself to do your job and you're doing it with half of the enthusiasm and joy that you usually have. You need a day off. If you find that all of a sudden you're just sick all the time, and I just can't get rid of this cough. I just can't get rid of this headache. I just can't get, and your body is not being taken care of. You need a day off. You cannot properly take care of yourself. You cannot properly take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. You need to take a day off. So, what are you going to do, my friend? Yes, you're going to take a day off. Yes, you are, because you need it. You deserve it. In order for us to be the amazing people that we are, we have to always take time to take care of ourselves first. Okay, you can't drive that beautiful car with no gas in it. You have to. And even if you have one of those electric cars that they have out here now, that you charge it, it tells you when the battery's running low, and you can ignore that if you want to. It will tell you that the battery must be charged. And you can try to set out on a highway and run into bumper to bumper traffic, and you did not charge that car. Guess what? Someone will be coming to hook a tow up to you to take you away because it's not going to operate. So we don't want to get ourselves into the position where we break down. Okay, not taking care of ourselves and not taking a day off so that we can rejuvenate and recharge and revive is only going to cause us to break down, and that is not what we want. So I hope that this segment helped you out in some way, and if it did, would you please leave a comment and share it with someone, and make sure you hit that like button, and if you have not already done so, please subscribe. And I'm going to let you get back to the remainder of your day, and until we meet again, may the Lord God bless you real good. Boss Lady out.